The rusty rivers of the Arctic, a consequence of thawing permafrost. As the Arctic, the globe's fastest warming region, grapples with rising temperatures, its pristine rivers and streams are experiencing an unsettling transformation. Thawing permafrost, the once frozen ground beneath the surface, is releasing minerals that have been trapped for millennia. These minerals, including iron, are seeping into waterways, giving them a rusty hue that poses a risk to aquatic ecosystems. The phenomenon, first observed in 2018 along the Brooks Range in northern Alaska, has raised concerns among scientists and environmentalists. The milky orange appearance of the river stands in stark contrast to their crystal-clear waters of the past. Within a year, a tributary of the Aquatic River in Kobuk Valley National Park witnessed the complete loss of two local fish species, the Dolly Varden and slimy sculpin. Brett Poulin, assistant professor of environmental toxicology at the University of California, Davis and lead author of a new study on the phenomenon, highlights its far-reaching implications. It's an unforeseen impact of climate change that we're seeing in some of the most pristine rivers in our country, Poulin said. The permafrost thaw is exposing minerals to oxygen in a process known as weathering, which increases the acidity of the water and dissolves metals like zinc, copper, cadmium, and iron. The most visible manifestation of this process is the rusty color imparted to the rivers, visible even from satellite images. However, the dissolved metals pose a more insidious threat to aquatic life. When mixed with another river, it can actually make the metals even more potent in their impact to aquatic health, Poulin warned. The researchers have identified a cascade of adverse effects on river ecosystems. The rusting phenomenon has led to a significant decrease in macroinvertebrates and biofilm on the bottom of the streams, which serve as the foundation of the food web. This disruption could have far-reaching consequences for fish populations, as they rely on these organisms for sustenance. The rusting is a seasonal phenomenon, occurring during the summer months when the soil is thawed to its deepest point. The National Park Service, U.S. Geological Survey, and University of California, Davis are collaborating to understand the long-term implications of the changing water chemistry in regions with continuous permafrost, including Alaska, Canada, Russia, and parts of Scandinavia. Scott Zalkos, an Arctic scientist at Woodwell Climate Research Center, emphasizes the urgency of the situation. It's an area that's warming at least 2 to 3 times faster than the rest of the planet, Zalkos said. So we can expect these types of effects to continue. The research team is working closely with tribal liaisons in Alaska to ensure local communities are informed about the developing phenomenon and its potential impacts on their livelihoods and cultural practices. The rusty rivers of the Arctic serve as a stark reminder of the profound consequences of climate change, not only for the Arctic's delicate ecosystems but also for the well-being of its indigenous communities.